So we're gonna go ahead and go on to our video segment here. We're gonna start off with Rainbow Alcoholic Dash by Get or Go Johnny. This, of course, is talking a little bit more about the concept of liquor and liquor accessories, which, considering we have a Rainbow Dash sitting there drinking a beer during this, is almost amazingly appropriate. So let's go ahead and get started here.
Down. Thought I'd let you know ahead of time. There's a running gag in the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 where Rainbow Dash tries and fails repeatedly to get her hands on a mug of the Apple family's famous cider on the first day of cider season. She eventually gets some after an entire episode of desperation and making an ass out of herself. It's moments like these that spawned a mountain of lighthearted jokes, memes, and competently researched game theory style analysis videos about whether Rainbow Dash is secretly a functioning alcoholic. It's all in good fun.
She is not. I mean, it's the most irritating thing because I think it's just a. This drives me crazy. It doesn't feel like
she's not alcoholic, but she was desperate to get her buzz on.
No, it's not. It's not that either. I think it's a case of FOMO, where she keeps missing out because Pinkie Pie and everybody else is drinking the hell out of it, and she never gets an opportunity. How would you feel if you keep hearing about amazing soda of Mountain Dew, and everybody else keeps getting a drink? And you never do. Every time you had an opportunity, they run out right at the worst time.
You go to the store, you see someone walking away with a shelf of Baja, or walking away with a case of Baja Blast. You get to the shelf, and it's empty.
Yeah, you will
and
go.
It happens every time.
Yeah, you will go nuts with FOMO.
You go to the Taco Bell to get a Baja Blast, and they don't have any Baja syrup.
Oh yeah, the vanilla Coke thing.
I mean, if we saw Rainbow Dash waking up with mugs of cider around her bed, there's another case there. But this is a video supposed to be this quiet.
Refer to non-alcoholic.
No,
Yeah.
I apologize. Thank you for letting me know,
Pottyman64.
Pottyman64.
Sold here as hard cider.
Yeah,
this distinction caused a lot of headaches when it came to translating Friendship is Magic for an international audience, the majority of which used the word cider to refer almost exclusively to its alcoholic variety. The dialogue in cider-focused episodes had to be altered or downright censored in Latin America, the Middle East, Indonesia, Sweden, and Poland.
Yeah, the cider,
the
cider
UK
problem.
Didn't even get an import of the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 due to the international differences in the definition of the word cider. If you're curious, the native version of Friendship is Magic uses some form of the word cider 102 times, over half of them in the episode that inspired this video. Of these, 99 uses are of just the word cider. 2 of them mention apple cider specifically, and 1 is a single mention of mulled cider, which is just hot cider steeped in spices. But when it comes to the matter of whether the cider they drink in the show is alcoholic, I honestly don't really care. I usually accept Occam's razor when it comes to stand-ins for booze and kid shows because it's so easy to overstep bounds when it comes to children's media. During the marketing for the 2007 film Ratatouille, Disney wanted to promote the movie with a bottle of themed wine that you could only buy at Costco, but that project was abandoned after the California Wine Institute told them it was against regulations to put a cartoon character on your wine labels, lest they receive criticism that they could be promoting underage drinking. We can bring up talking points about the fact that the cider has a head and is therefore alcoholic, but this is also a show where magic is real and ponies hold mugs with their hooves, so I'm not super interested in the minute physics of brewing in a world that plays so light with its physics. This is more of a psychological issue. It just took me 3 minutes to get there. Even if we assume that the cider in the show is an alcoholic, I want to go a step further and examine Dash's relationship with cider as the series continues. The Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 opens on Rainbow Dash rushing Fluttershy out the door so they can be first in line for the start of cider season, and that gels with the saying that people who work in recovery sometimes throw around. A casual drinker knows when the liquor store closes. An alcoholic knows when it opens. But while it's possible to see behavior for Dash, the phrasing of the first day of cider season makes it seem like this is a special event that happens once a year, or that the first cider of cider season is somehow of higher quality than regular cider. And her desperation seems to suggest that she was somehow too late to try day one cider the last several years and didn't want to miss out. And addiction isn't just a case of wanting something really bad, it's a psychological compulsion. I don't know what's in her heart, but it seems to me to be within the realm of casual drinking. This running joke continues throughout the episode, with Dash becoming more and more flustered by her inability to snag a mug, and it culminates with what I think is the shot that birthed the joke in the first place. If I saw a real person doing this, I would be concerned for their physical and mental well-being, and I It definitely
Admittedly, yeah.
if played straight. Personally, I classify this more as a gag joke than a character-driven one. Contrary to popular belief, alcoholics can take jokes at their own expense. When they don't take the stale format of "Hi, I'm X and I'm a Y," there's a lot of absurdity in addiction that can be mined for material, provided the show warrants it. Here's my favorite drinking joke from my second favorite horse show, BoJack Horseman.
Give me a bottle of something to help me forget my problems. Oh, maybe not that strong. What is this, breakfast? Yeah, that's about right.
Back in 2008, your Mother Gang staged interventions for each other's bad habits, only to turn the banner on themselves after they began staging interventions for every little idiosyncrasy they found. There are accessible jokes like the one about Doc Brown getting plastered off one shot of whiskey in Back to the Future Part 3, and weirdly subversive ones like the banana from Aqua Teen Hunger Force trying to drink rum from the U-trap with surgically attached banana hands. Where was I? Even My Little Pony makes cracks like these, and they don't even involve Rainbow Dash.
Pinkie Pie is an out-of-control party animal. What? It's true! I do have a problem!
Dash's love for cider makes a return in Bats, if only because the nuisance they're dealing with in that episode directly impacts the availability of one of her favorite things.
No cider? No cider? We need to round up these monsters and we need to do it now!
There is one semi-explicit line near the end that hints at the nature of her beverage of choice,
First round of cider's on me!
but that may just be some subtle coding on the part of the writing team. Sometimes kid shows want to do a storyline that can't be done without a stand-in for some government-regulated substances, and to skirt the issue for censors, they'll replace it with a kid-friendly alternative. In fact, if you're currently under the legal US drinking age when this episode comes out, you were born after my favorite example of this trope. That 2003 episode of Codename Kids Next Door, where adults changed the legal drinking age of soda to 13, so Hoagie has to put aside his prohibition tactics and fight a giant mech piloted by Jeff Bennett doing an impression of Ricardo Montalban. Where was I? After that,
I was gonna say,
cider with Tank before hibernation throws a wrench into the...
that weird time where Cartoon Network just somehow got Ricardo Montalban to just play a dude that's just obsessed with controlling root beer.
Apparently, yes. Exactly that.
Also, on a personal message, if your nickname is Fish, it's not a good sign.
Anyway, if you want to check out the rest of Rainbow Alcoholic Dash, that's Gator Goat Johnny. I still stand by the fact that Rainbow Dash is suffering more from FOMO than alcoholism, but that's always been my argument, and I will take that to the grave. Let's go ahead and
I agree with you.
let's look at Irisia and the pilot episode of an interesting series that will hopefully continue on as well. This is also in French, so yeah, subtitles.
Damn, that's some Ori and the Blind Forest looking character.
Hey, Coldust, I think I figured out what Wild Main should look like.
Pirated.
Okay, you know what? I love the action, but this feels ultra edgy.
Nah, it just feels like action animation kind of thing.
It's not bad.
No,
I don't want to. I don't want to say Sentai.
If you wanted edgy, you
Shonen.
give them
I
God.
think it's Shonen or Tokusatsu.
incarné par trois déesses.
But everything changed when the fire ponies attacked.
Oh, we have some Legend of Zelda stuff in here.
Damn.
Mary instaura l'ordre, en façonnant la terre et les corps. Diane insuffla la grâce dans ce monde, lui donnant ainsi la vie.
And then they realized what they'd made.
Enfin, Chiomé inspira le
and they were
désir
like,
dans le
dear
vivant,
God.
afin de le pousser à avancer, évoluer et accomplir.
Unfortunately, the push for desire got a little
Les
strong.
déesses se le partagèrent en trois.
Basically,
Mary
they
organisa une civilisation
Basically,
What the hell is those helmets?
Those are a choice.
Créa une société équitable,
damn it, the
fondée
pony's
sur
hard
l'épanouissement
coneheads.
et
Shit.
l'échange. Chiomé forma un groupe d'individus libres d'agir comme bon leur semble.
The goddesses weren't known because of the giant hair.
Prospéra pendant un temps ce qui allait devenir.
Yeah, the goddesses made ponies and then left them alone to do their own thing because
Irisia.
God, they didn't want to deal with them anymore.
J'ai tellement hâte y être. Tu te rends compte, H? Le royaume originel au centre de tout.
The ponies could not make good enough shampoo for them. They had to move on.
L'éclat et surtout les spécialistes.
Oh, damn!
Oui, Kalia, je suis au courant. Ça fait 5 fois que tu me le dis depuis qu'on est là. 6. J'ai compté aussi. Mais ça fait des années.
Seriously,
que je
this
veux
is
y
actually
aller,
quite
c'est
amazing,
très
and
cher
I
de
am
mon
excited.
côté.
It is. I am incredibly intrigued.
Oh, it is very nice, and I like it.
Ça me
The
gêne toujours que
animation
tu m'aies offert
style.
un tel cadeau pour mon anniversaire. Mais
However, I
c'est
will
payé
say the
grâce à ma
mouths are
dernière
kind of
prime.
off-putting because
Détends-toi et
it's
profite.
just like,
Je sais.
you know, the older
J'ai dit ça pour te
animation
voir
style
sourire.
of space, and you just replace the
Avec ton
mouth.
nouveau look de riche femme d'affaires, classieuse et inaccessible.
Animation's hard. I'm giving
Je
him
t'ai
some
dit que
slack
j'étais
on this
client
one.
et
I
social.
couldn't do
Je
this
dois
if
faire
I
bonne
wanted.
impression si je les croise.
No, I
Je
understand
connais
that.
l'imposture,
So
madame.
far, the mouth is the only
D'ailleurs,
thing I'm
t'aurais
having
pu
issue
prendre
with,
des
but that's a
billets
style
première
thing, not a production thing.
Faites attention à votre ton, Kalia.
Oh, I thought they were about to make out.
Pardonnez-moi.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie.
J'espère que je saurai répondre à
I
vos
mean,
standards à l'avenir.
You didn't tell me that isn't.
Votre
Oh, they are.
Oh, okay.
Nous approchons d'Essentia, notre lieu d'arrivée.
Wow. Okay.
Well then, okay. Yep. You know what? Good on you.
Enfin.
You actually did it. You actually did it. Animation.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
tease.
bravo.
They didn't tease the whole time.
Golf
They.
clap. Golf clap.
You know, I actually appreciate that logo. Very nice.
Man, everything about this is amazing.
Yeah, I know.
C'est fort votre truc là. Attends, elle est horrible. Excusez-moi, on pourrait la refaire s'il vous plaît?
Veuillez avancer, mademoiselle.
Oh, I see you brought your bitch with you.
Allez-y, elle mérite d'être faite.
Merci.
Oh no, people are rioting.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Essentia. La capitale d'Irisa est ravie de vous accueillir et de vous fournir dans le cadre de votre séjour une réserve personnelle d'éclat. Une fois autour de votre patte, elle vous permettra d'utiliser cette énergie, même si vous n'êtes pas irisien. N'oubliez pas votre formation d'une heure offerte à l'agence
good
royale de
callback, good
centre-ville.
callback.
Vous pourrez ensuite profiter au mieux de votre séjour et rester en sécurité. Peut-être êtes-vous déjà un futur spécialiste de renom? Non, c'était une blague.
Again.
All right, hold on. I
love
think
the
we
callbacks
went
to the
past.
fandom styles.
I think we went a little past the middle part, but I
No,
got.
Yeah,
Let's
we're at
go
about
good.
there.
I got. We're
Yeah.
good pausing here, but I got caught off guard because apparently we did have somebody that actually did go to TrotCon and didn't mention
Yep,
it.
double R.
Double R Force actually went to TrotCon. He put a picture of his most, like 90% of his ill-begotten gains. There's one part he's waiting for it to be painted before it shows up. So, but yeah, it looks like a lot of really interesting and cool stuff. I asked him. Since he was over there. Yeah, I asked him how it was. See if he can give me an idea of. Oh, he had fun. Yeah. So he had fun. So it looks like it was a good time overall. So that's good. That's a good sign to hear. Absolutely happy to hear that.
Oh wow, those original posters.
Actually, you guys want to know a little secret I've been holding on for years?
How many extra do you have?
A lot. I have a thick pile of them that I've been storing in a box for the last decade after I took a bunch of them out from Walmart when I was working as a stalker.
My brother, I salute you.
You stalk your coworkers?
No, I stalked the shelves. The coworkers
That was a
stalked
joke.
me. No, the coworkers stalked me.
I need to actually
I've done
go
some
through my
other
various
things that I'm not
collections.
entirely proud of. But yeah, no, I have those posters. A lot of them. And I've been holding on to them for a very long time. Because I want to do something with them, but I don't know what the hell to do with them now. It's like a weird catch-22.
If you kept them for this long and you haven't done anything with them, chances are you probably won't do anything with them.
No, I still want to. I want to make it special, especially now that they're like a decade old. You can't find those anymore, at least not easily. Anyway,
Well,
a question
cheap
goes later
eBay.
years.
To eBay.
This is Penny Wrights,
Really?
who we actually haven't shown
this
too
would
much of,
probably
so it'll be
hard
nice to actually
explain,
show
but
her
let's
off
just
now.
say you don't want to buy a magical portal to the human world from Ponmu. At least I'm trying to find a way to fix
I feel
it
slightly called out.
2 likes are only good for so long. Well, I mostly was curious about a few things. We've seen the distant future with Princess Twilight and the main 6 we've spent 9 years with, but I didn't get a feel of a good sense of completion when it came to its spin-off Equestria Girls.
None of
We've
us
had the
did.
movies and some fun shorts, but then it kind of faded away. So since
Yeah,
I
we got
couldn't
no
get to the
Sunset
human
X
world the
Fluttershy
way
adventure.
I planned, I guess I already do have some ideas on what might have happened to the Humane
What the
7 as well
fanfics
as
were
some other
for.
side characters.
Wow, that is a
Might as
weird
well
name to
until
call
someone can
him.
get
I
back
don't
to me
mind
on
it
how
though.
I can get my pony body
Humane
back.
7.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm part pony and all furry bait. Just great. The unicorn characters don't even have their horns. So let's get some of the easy ones out of the way with the Humane 7. Seeing as her pony counterpart was made ruler of Equestria, it only made sense that Sidetwi would have the same or similar job as Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna.
President.
The princess is obviously retired at the ripe old age of 50, and after Sidetwi went to college, she decided to run Canterlot High. Since she was so centered into the school during the friendship games, even did errands for Celestia like taking care of her plants, of course it would make sense that Canterlot High would be her permanent home.
Try 65.
Minus the immortality, of course.
Oh!
Spike the dog. Wait a minute.
Oh!
I mean, she's not wrong.
We're moving on.
She's not wrong, but it's not one you want to bring up.
Next we have Rarity, who also followed closely to her counterpart and decided to run her own boutique. Now, I won't say she has multiple locations, but I want to think that she has an online store where people can purchase her work. Since she's already working for Miss Hemline in Display of Affection, she probably moved up to being a manager and even has her own designs being sold at that store as well. Rarity always had one of the more normal occupations along with Applejack, whose job stays within the family. The idea of Rarity traveling to different fashion capitals of the world during college seems fitting for her, and probably will still major in fashion, but also have a minor degree in business to know how to market her work. Very well balanced life, I believe. Let's get to another easy one with... I think I love the ending for Applejack the most with The Last Problem. Of course, she was always going to be with her family in the end and continue to run the farm once Granny passed away. I think it's no different for her with the apples here either. Since Granny Smith worked for the school, I think they also had business with them for produce. The Apple family is so vast with businesses everywhere, so it makes sense that they would have a food production company, similar to the alternative timeline with the cutie remark. But minus the war. And how much easier is it to help with the school's food when one of your good friends is the principal? Applejack also had her siblings who also still took care of the farm, but also had other things. But I'll get to them in a minute. And at least in their older age, she can also be there for a good friend like...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna lose it with that after a while.
Does anybody even watch The Breakfast Club? Rude.
You keep playing the
Rainbow
Breakfast
Dash
Club
was
song.
already a speedster, so I have no doubt whatever she did getting older would involve speed. But we also have to remember that in the pony world, she was part of the Wonderbolts and retired to live with Applejack. Now, whether it's a Golden Girl style living or Korosami styled, that's up to the fans to decide on. Human-wise, I think Rainbow Dash joined some form of military since the Wonderbolts were military-based. And maybe retired to being a teacher or a captain. Nobody tell Josh Scorcher or the other military bronies that I don't know anything about the military. I like to think Rainbow spent at least a little time in the military, but still kept in touch with everyone, and maybe works with Applejack on the farm in exchange for a home. If not actual military, she was a great athlete, so going into professional
or something
anything would be really up her alley. Not to mention possibly coming back to Canterlot High as a coach or a gym teacher. Now let's try a not-so-traditional path with...
And we take a drink!
Now I know Fluttershy had her animal sanctuary, and it became her life's work. She worked for an animal shelter, but not even a veterinary office, and even while there was a vet in Ponyville, I guess Fluttershy was more of a freelance worker or maybe an independent clinic. It's why I think if she didn't go to college to be a licensed animal doctor, maybe she went the tree hugger route and traveled around helping different animals in need. And just because it's my own little headcanon, maybe she met a certain eccentric person who had a knack for, let's just say, experimentation on animals. And maybe this certain eccentric person bonded with Fluttershy for her kindness and understanding and love for all animals to the point of being less experimental.
Why am I getting horrible Shades of Grey vibes out of this?
And we get to the final one that might be my favorite theory.
That's just shipping.
So I can definitely say that
I
party
just realized
planning
at
is
some
a career.
point this is no
She's
longer
done
this is no longer
anniversaries,
fair use territory, right?
birthdaversaries.
It's hard to say.
But
I mean, they keep repeating the same chord over and over and over. I think we lost.
Now this will also go into the cheese sandwich backstory, but we sadly didn't get a human version of him that we know.
That's the thing. Is like, is it just like, does it have to be 25 seconds of uninterrupted, or just took 25 seconds total?
Maybe that's why she did it that way.
I think it might be. I think it might be uninterrupted and probably more than just like the first few bars. Anyway, I think we'll pause it there. So, so apparently, remember this. They may have gotten through the main 6, but this is halfway. They probably talk about a lot more about everybody else involved. So, you want to see what their thoughts are and how everything happened with Equestria Girl, since we'll never get a real official answer. Well, there's your opportunity.
This is a possibility.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at, well, really quick before we wrap up for the evening, because we got a quick 30-second one here, and I might as well, it's a fun one. G5 battle, Square Enix title.
Izzy, try using it.
Oh, nice.
This one's for you.
Man,
Impossible.
man, circuit, it runs at the same frame rate as the actual game.
It actually does, and that's what drives me the most bonkers. But
also, I have to say, good use of both Kingdom Hearts and the Final Fantasy remake.
I got so many mixed feelings about that, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, we're gonna stop it off there because we are at closeout time. By the way, looks like Double R Forest really did have a good time at the convention. It was a little informative though. Explains a lot. Which is kind of also a shame. Apparently the hotel that was attached to convention center went out of business.
That sucks.
It does, but it might answer a few odd questions that I had kind of going into the back of my head. But I'm going to leave that one alone for now. That's for the convention theories to decide. But for now, we're going to go ahead and wrap it all up for the evening. And that means a good old shout out from everyone involved that's still alive. Let's start off with normally the person we don't get a shout out from because they're usually gone if they're still available. Coal Dust!
I'm in my kitchen.
Do you have a shout out for us?
Shouts out to Shepherd's Pie, which hopefully will turn out okay. Hopefully. I will say, the Hamburg, all that end, all set. Now I'm just making mashed potatoes. Because the one burner that I had the boiling water on for the potatoes, it takes the longest to get to that boiling point. So, yeah.
Well,
Shouts out to the people who made Wild Mains. Seems like you're doing great so far. Hope the rest of the series goes well. Shouts out to all the amazing artists out there who continue to make awesome pony art. I love y'all. Y'all are great.
Well, I hope for the best for your potatoes, man.
I hope so too.
Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Crazy Mac Capitan.
Fires, explosions, fossil, health, and jerky all year round. I don't know, I'm tired. Something's happening Wednesday. We'll figure out what that is later.
Alright, DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and get some ice cream.
Alright, Tokoi.
Thank y'all for sticking around and for watching us. Hopefully we don't get copyright strikes. We apologize, Creature, for all the Breakfast Club.
Alright, Textalion.
You made me want ice cream, DM.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended. Alright, with that, Alright, with that, I want to remind everybody to be sure to check out Wednesday for Winchester and his Wednesday crew doing Winchester and Wednesday shenanigans, which is always a good and fun time. Also, be sure to tune in an hour early for the pre-show with Cold Dust and crew doing pre-show shenanigans, which is a great time indeed. And also, if you're catching us live, we have the Coffee House After Party, which is on our Vaughn stream only. Only live, only on Vaughn. You can only catch it live. It's not recorded because it is just it's just a fun full fest with a lot of stuff that we don't want recorded. But along with that, usually we have Circuit's Gaming Room on Sunday. I can't promise that this week, so keep an eye on the Discord. If I'm able to do it, I will announce it. If I am not, well, you also have other options because it looks like Rain is actually looking into doing more streams, especially on Sunday. So we may have more gaming streams going on Sunday. Along with that, we have random streams that go on all the time. And those are announced on the Discord. So keep an eye on the Discord. That's the best way to get those announcements, when, if, and how they get accomplished. Now let's go ahead.
Follow us on Twitch if you want to see, because we're streaming to that.
Especially the Twitch. With that, let's get a quick shout out here. A quick shout out to Crazy Mac Capitan for keeping an eye on the chat. Then Collector Conquest, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Relays of Sonic 421, Tuckman, Textilion the Second, Bigly Creepy, and yay, Archivers. I couldn't pause that for a second there. But anyway, quick shout out to everybody. Quick shout out to our archive watchers on YouTube and on Twitch. Shout out to our live stream watchers on YouTube and Twitch. Shout out to our archive watchers that are watching us on anything else that I get the episodes uploaded to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, your love of the show. Thank you so much for the comments. I've been seeing a lot of comments. I've been seeing a lot of reaction to our comments. It's actually been great. I've been loving the feedback that we've been getting. I love that people are enjoying our show, enjoying our shenanigans, enjoying, that we're bringing this stuff out there. It really does mean a lot to me, and it does show that, there's people out there that still love our crap even after all this time. And with that, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get our competitive spirit on with BGM Pony Degeneracy. BGM Pony Degeneracy doing Competitive Spirits X featuring Davis. And I hope you all have a good night.
Show 'em you're bold, gotta make your name. You know you got what it takes to hold on to first place. One thing on your mind, and that's to win this race. Clock is ticking down, race is getting ready. Can't worry now, gotta keep it calm and steady. Show the rookies what makes you a pro.